Hey there. So instead of just telling you about a really fundamental part of language, how about we discover it together? I've got a little puzzle lined up for us.
Awesome. So this puzzle, it's actually our key to unlocking one of the most powerful building blocks in pretty much any sentence you can think of. You ready? Let's dive in.
All right, here we go. Part 1 of our puzzle. It's pretty straightforward. I'm going to show you a few sentences, and each one has a single word missing. All you have to do is fill in that blank. So the rules couldn't be easier. You'll see a sentence with a blank. Just grab a pen and paper or, open up a notes app and write down one word that you think fits. And hey, feel free to pause anytime you need a second to think. Ready? Okay, here's the first one. Leon blank his bike to school.
What word pops into your head? Go ahead and write that down.
All right, next up we've got Lena blank her own room in the house where she lives. Think about it and jot down a word that completes that thought. And number 3 is Jenny is blank a cake. Any word that fits perfectly there, write it down. And here's our last one for this first round. Michael blank at the club every weekend. Go ahead and fill that one in. And if you need a little more time, seriously, now's the perfect time to just hit pause. Okay, so you should have 4 words sitting there on your paper, right? Now, here comes the twist. Let's see what happens when we mess with these sentences just a little bit. Take a look at the new sentences on the right side of the screen. See how they're basically the same, but the time has changed. We're talking about yesterday, before, tomorrow. So here's the challenge. Try to use the same words you wrote down before, but make them fit in these new sentences. You'll probably have to change your words a little bit. Go ahead, write down the new versions right next to your first list. All right, you should have 2 lists of words now. I want you to take a really close look at all of them, your first list and your second modified list. What do they all have in common? What's the secret connection here? Go ahead and pause for a second and really think about it. If you've got someone with you, try to explain your theory to them. It really helps. So, did you figure it out? That special something that connects all those words you wrote down? Well, every single one of them, both the originals and the ones you changed, they all belong to this one very special group, this one part of speech. The answer to our little puzzle is verbs. That's right. Every single word you came up with is a verb. So what is a verb? Well, at its core, it's a word that expresses something you do, an action, or something that is happening. Let's really cement that idea with a few more examples, because it's not always so obvious. You have action words like ride, bake, or dance. You can picture those pretty easily, right? But then you have verbs like understand, breathe, or forgive. You can't really see them, but they're still describing an action or a state of being.
So, okay, why all this fuss about verbs? What makes them so important? Well, think of a verb as the engine of the sentence. It's the action hero, really. It's the part that makes everything happen. And honestly, this just hits the nail on the head. Go on, try it for yourself. Try to put a meaningful sentence together without using a verb. Leon, bike, school. See? It falls flat. It's just a collection of things. The verb is what gives the sentence life, what gives it its whole point.
But wait, there's more. There's one other thing, this kind of secret power that verbs have that really separates them from any other kind of word out there. And this is the big clue we uncovered back in the second part of our puzzle.
Okay, here it is. This is the verb's superpower. They can actually change their form depending on when the action is happening. You ride your bike today, but yesterday you rode it. You'll dance tomorrow, but last week you danced. Now, look at a noun like chair or blueberry. A chair is a chair is a chair. It was a chair yesterday, it's a chair today. It doesn't change. Verbs are the only ones that do this time-traveling trick. So let's put it all together now for our complete supercharged definition. A verb isn't just a word for what someone is doing or what is happening. It's the only kind of word that changes its form to show us when it's happening, past, present, or future. That is its true superpower. And that, my friends, brings us to the end. So what's the big takeaway here? Verbs are the dynamic, shape-shifting, time-traveling heart of our language. And if you're still not convinced, here's one last little challenge for you. Try to describe your day so far, but you're not allowed to use a single verb. Go on, give it a shot. It's way harder than you think, and it'll show you just how critical these little words really are. Thanks for figuring this out with me.